Alright, so let's warp over to this first site. Now, I don't really have any defensive armament, so if there's anybody here, we're just gonna warp right out. But we'll see what happens. Always be scanning, because you never know who's out here. Although it's pretty dead right now, you never know who you're gonna come across. And it looks like this site is good. There's not a single red enemy, so we'll just go ahead and approach this first little cache. Now, I'm not the best at hacking, and my skills for it are pretty low currently. If we take a look here at my scanning skills, not the best for the hacking the sites or the archaeology hacking. So I fail more than I succeed, but I can still come out with at least 3 times the cost of my ship if I find a good site, and this is a good site, so we should be set to make our money back here. That being said, we'll lock on and start our wrong one. Start our scanning. Now, as you can see here, we have a couple of different number options. Oh, we already found blocks, so let's go this way for now. I'm not the first one to do a video like this, but I do want to kind of show off what I've been doing in EVE Online currently. Save these for later. We have 4. This reminds me of like old 3 okay. See if we can get rid of this real quick. Oh, we failed. Alright, so we get one more attempt before it blows up. I'm okay with that. Just gonna do a quick scan here to make sure nothing's around. So we've got our first power up. We keep running into blocks. So we go 3, 4, 2, 1. Most likely down here. Got it. Alright, so we'll throw this up and we'll get rid of this so it stops building those up. Oh, we're gonna explode. Well, like I said, I fail more than I succeed just due to lack of skill training. I have a lot of skills training currently. Not a whole lot we can do with that. But we are going to rush through real quick and see if we can at least finish this site. And then I have 2 more sites that possibly have data. But we'll see how uninterrupted we are. Now I'm planning on boosting my skills up a bit, but those right there are painful whenever you run into them. I got a lot of possible bonuses there. Ooh, okay, we found the core. So we successfully hacked this one. We'll open up the cargo. And we've actually made just a little bit here over the cost of our ship with just that first loot. We'll go ahead and approach the next one. Go ahead and start the process here. Lock on. always try to scan as frequently as possible. It's easy for people to get the jump on you out here. And this ship, it runs away. That's what we're good at. But if we don't catch them fast enough, they will destroy us in like one shot. But it's a cheap ship that gets you out into wormhole space. And honestly, you can get pretty good loot. If you ever get one of these wrenches, pretty much use it as soon as you need to like destroy these. Man, we keep clicking on the wrong one. Luckily, we can ignore it for now, because we just found the core. Open cargo. We are already up to 10 million. So our ship, again, costed 1.3 to 1.5, depending on the day when you buy the parts and where you're at. And I'm already over the top there and making profit now. So again, just a quick ship. Definitely recommend having your skills up to at least 3. But once we finish this up, we'll dive into trying to put some of the stuff on the market. I doubt I'll sell it all tonight, but we will sell enough of it to cover the cost of the ship. We might have to rehack this one. Sometimes you get unlucky and get hit straight with blocks. Yeah. Now if I had more like skills, those would be a little bit easier to get through. We'll take care of this one real quick. Get the wrench for always. Okay, we're just getting bad luck on this one. We got to the core, but we didn't have enough to hack it. This is where the skill training really is going to come into play. If you can get your skills up higher, you'll have a lot more chances with the antivirus. But for now, we will go ahead and lock onto this. We got 2 more to hack here, and then we'll head off to the other sites. Burn the wrench to get rid of this. We're not doing too good. But again, we're still making profit. And I will give another scan here. But this has actually been a lot of fun. This is really my 3rd, maybe 4th trip out in wormhole space. My first one, I came back with about the same amount in loot. Second one, I came back with a little less. Third time, I literally blew up my ship because I didn't warp out fast enough. We found the core. I don't know if we'll get it. Nope. I guess I should have went and looked for some more bonuses. I could have saved that one. Don't get click happy. That was my bad. next thing I'm going to do is focus on the skills for this. Possibly get a different ship that can have some guns on it as well for just safety. I do have drones, but the drones will die in like seconds in some of these spots. So while they're helpful as distractions, so I can pop them and run away, at the end of the day, they are not going to save my ship at all. Alright, we found our core. Oh, we didn't get it either. I'm just having horrible luck. And of course, I'm still getting the hang of this hacking situation here. There are some good tutorials online, but as of now, I'm still trying to learn the ropes. But I thought I would show you the pit that I found that's super cheap, but gets you out here. Nope, nothing good from that one. Off to the next site. Nothing like a pretty explosion. Now again, if we see red triangles, we warp out as quickly as possible to the next site. But we are good. So we are safe right now. Like I said, we're gonna clear these 3 sites, see how much we make, and then get back to base, and then I'll end it. Oh, I'm over here clicking the wrong one. Do a quick scan, nothing around. Go back into hacking. So we're gonna just kind of click around until we find possible paths. I'll try to do this one better and see if we can get some loot. Assuming we are not really gonna find a lot. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go down here. I'm gonna burn a wrench and my power up here to clear this out of the way. We got hit with another one. 60, what do we have? We have 64. We might be able to do it. No. Every time with the hacks, we keep getting stuck. Alright, we found the core. Let's see what this is. I don't think we'll get this one. No. So we're not doing good, but at least we're not dying. That's always a plus, I guess. Some of these are really hard to like hack through. Like this site is a level 2 site, It shouldn't be too difficult. But we've also got some pretty bad luck whenever it comes to directions. Most likely this one. We got to power up. Got another power up. Got blocked. We're getting blocked everywhere. Alright, so we'll use the power up. I'm going to burn this one. Or not. That was weird. I didn't realize that was that low. Now, from what I've learned, it takes a little bit to get used to like how the hacking works, and to make sure you can find what you're looking for. All right, good. We found this, so we'll probably get into this one. Open cargo. Looks like we came out not a lot this time. Still profit, but we'll unlock this target, approach this target, and maybe lock up some other ones. Oh, no, we're too far away. But I do like this fit. It's super cheap, and as you can see, it's still getting me what I need. Once I get the skills up, I will have better luck with the hacking side of things. I also might upgrade to a different frigate with a little bit more firepower once I get those skills up. But the big thing is skilling into archaeology and hacking. So that way, depending on the site that you come across, you will be able to hopefully pass these little skill checks. As you can see, Colonel Rod has the coherence of the defense, which we're going to use on this to get rid of it, so we can keep moving forward. Okay, we found the core, so I'm going to throw my defense, and I'm also going to throw on the wrench. We'll just power through that core real quick, and we'll actually be able to get this to switch. Ooh, this is another 3.8. So we are doing pretty well whenever it comes to funding this operation. And as you can see, this only taken, what, 30, 40 minutes? In all to get the ship built, find a wormhole that has some sight. It's not always that lucky. Like I said, some of the sites I went to were complete busts. This time though, we lucked out and got at least 2 sites. We might even have a third. And we can take that and hopefully turn this into some profit. We're not going to go that way right now. Alright, so it's most likely over here in this area since nowhere else is letting us go. So what we're going to do, pop our wrench, pop our defense, take that out. This is a 1. Yeah, so we're at 17 now on our 1.5 mil. So as you can see, wormhole sites are a pretty good way to make money as long as you can stay alive. Also, with a chip this cheap, if I die, meh, not a big deal. Now, it would suck if we did get killed right now because we are carrying a lot of valuables. But at the end of the day, that's easy. Never fly anything that you can't afford to replace. Found our core, we should be able to get into it. Some of these are easier to hack than others. I think the comm towers, if I remember correctly, are like rank 1. So your skills, if you have at least 1 rank, should be enough to get you into it as long as you pay attention to what you're doing. Do a quick scan, nothing out here. But we might even come out of this with depending on if we can get into this comm tower and the other site, I would say we could probably come out with about 25 to 30 mil. And however long this video is not bad. Another scan. 4-3. Blocked. This one might get us. Oh no, we found the core rather quickly. Alright. Easy enough. What? Nothing. No. That let us down. Alright, so we have one more site. I always like to warp like the 30, 40 kilometers out just to scan for those red triangles that let us know there's enemy there. Obviously, if there's players there, we're going to also warp out. We are not equipped to handle anything. There's no weapons. All I have is my drones, and my drone skill is not very high either. But we hit another jackpot. There is nothing here. So what we'll do is we'll warp to within 0 of one of these.
Warp drive active.
Just to keep us close. Alright, this is another easy one that we're going to get into. It's a mainframe, so there should be some decent loot, but sorry, it's a data bank, not a mainframe. So not quite $1 million off of that, but very close. And now we are going to zoom over to the next one. And the faster you can hack, the faster you can scan, the more profit you're going to make with this. And what helps with that, of course, is higher skills. As you can see here, we keep getting cut off in all the directions. It looks like it's most likely going to be in this area, so I'm going to go ahead and pop the top one. And I was wrong, so we're going to have to risk going another one. This only has 50. I'm going to pop the wrench just in case we run into anything else. Not what I was wanting to run into. Let's see if we got something here. Nope. Take two. Electric Boogaloo. Got a wrench. Some people pop those right off the bat. I like to save mine until I'm actually going to be clicking on anything that might require me to build my virus. Or my antivirus, I should say. Found it. That's what we were looking for. We were able to get into the mainframe. See, now this is 2.5. So we're back up to 22. We're going to approach the next reg, which is another mainframe. But so far, we're making decent cash off this. I am not scanning nearly enough, but I'm also not seeing anything that wants me to, like, wanting me to see any enemies. So, ideally you want to scan all the time, but there's not anything happening right now. I am kind of keeping track of that. But someone can warp in seconds. And if they warp in on you while you're doing this, there's a good chance you're gonna die. Especially in this ship. This ship is not defensive. I might be able to distract them with some drones. But at the end of the day, that's not what this ship is for. This ship is to get in and get out as quickly as possible, and to be as cheap as possible. And 1.5 cost of the ship, really not that bad. And as you can see here, we've got plenty now to rebuy the ship 10 times over. Hopefully we don't actually have to do that. Now the one thing I haven't really tried doing yet is PvP. So that might be the next thing I try to go through. We are kind of stuck now. We're gonna lose this time, just because I don't have any way to bypass these. We got really bad buffs. We're gonna try to get us going this way. Throw some defense on. Okay, we found the core. Alright. So we've scanned all of these sites. We've completed all of them in just this one wormhole jump. So now I am going to jump out.
Warp drive active.
And I do have my exit marked. It is in high space, so we should be okay just popping out of this and going straight back to the Amar Trade District. But good habit is to stop somewhere further than 20 kilometers away from the wormhole. And then whenever you're ready, if you scanned it, everything looks good, hit your boost, get up to max speed, get to the wormhole as quickly as possible, and jump through. This is where death can easily happen, even switching into high sec. Like I said, tonight's been kind of quiet. I haven't ran into too many people inside the wormholes. As you can see, we have a lot of cargo space left. If I was planning to do this longer, we could fill that up. But now we are back in high stack, so I'm just going to set a path back to the Amar Academy.